Mics are hot. Hello, 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 hello. Before
Welcome, everyone.
before we start, I forgot to shut my channel points off, and I have an ara to redeem. So,
Oh God.
oh my, that was actually really nice. But
Well, it could just be
ara
young girl
bloom.
voice or the older voice. It's the ara ara or
Oh,
ara.
oh my.
Or just play 10 bits if you really want to hear me do it. 10
Yes,
bits you can hear me do it.
but yes. Here we go.
I also have channel point redemptions where when you do 250 channel points, you get an ara ara
I'm
online as
not.
well.
I'm not ever doing this again. It's recorded. It's recorded forever though. It's fine.
I mean, but yes, there down below. There is the 10 bits you can redeem Mike's ara.
Yeah, I can't stop that. It's on Dev's channel. Nothing I can do about it.
But
And
yes,
he has it too.
It is there forever now.
yep.
And
All right,
these are for channel points. His
all
are
right,
even cheaper.
all right. So let me get this out of the way.
Okay.
Ara bloom.
Jesus Christ! This is why I don't do it.
Or the
The guest is a little quiet. Okay, let me just
Specific. It's okay. I am special. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it.
let me just
can you hear me better now?
let me turn.
It's usually on Dev's end. To
I'm
be
gonna say
honest.
I usually
Not
end
enough
up
water bottles.
I end up
So-
Well, this is my beautiful mic, and because I'm a weirdo. Yes, I'm a weirdo. Let me see.
especially Chef Mike.
How many
I
thinks you don't have enough water bottles?
Yeah, no, I'm
I
gonna get rid of some of
put a
them.
smiley face on there. There you go.
Oh, the smiley face that you
Nice.
painted on there.
Yes, I painted a smiley face on my mic.
Yes,
Because I'm a weirdo like
Bloom
that.
is a cosplayer as well.
Oh, see, there you go. Perfect.
Hi,
So,
Blue.
yes.
And I'll have to send this to Nebby because she's probably at work right now.
Yes.
Nebby's a big fan of it too.
We're actually gonna go ahead and we're gonna
There. Okay.
give
So
Death
how are
a
you
shout
today,
out.
Erica?
I am doing well. I started the morning with a headache. So
I woke up
aspirin
like
and
2 hours ago.
aspirin and coffee.
That's
I
a good
woke up at
combination.
9 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay. No, I don't wake up that early, unfortunately.
I've been up
Yes,
since
I
6.
yeah, I don't wake up that early. I go to bed around that time.
Yeah, I go to bed at like 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Why is it always this one? It's always the one where I zoom in on Harley Quinn's ass. It's always that one. I have like 20 clips and it always plays the zoom in on her ass one.
You know what, man?
It's
I
a
don't
part of
know.
me forever now.
Yeah. Gwen, you wanna
So
give
welcome to the show.
Erica another shout out, please?
It's not the 13th episode, but we tried.
Hello, Gwen.
It's not. Wait, I thought you
Have
said it
actually
was.
get on.
No, I didn't say 13th, did I?
Pretty sure you said 13.
I think I said 16 to you.
Oh, you did say 16. Shit.
I did put 16. Don't fucking lie to me. The 13th is when we had space on.
Son of a
That was
bitch.
that was
I'm
weeks
sorry.
ago now.
I'm sorry. I'm shocked that I messed
It's
up like
already
that.
the Revenge of the Fifth, so you know.
It's Revenge of the Fifth. It's okay.
There we go. We fixed the title.
It's all good. Like nothing happened.
What was
Yeah, that's me, Death Blooms. I have an emote coming, hopefully for my channel, that'll emphasize my Harley Quinn butt love.
Yeah, there's also, one of our friends that has clips and such of him saying,
She's got an
"Don't."
entire soundboard of just me doing Batman weirdos.
Yeah, like don't mind the bat boner and bat nipples required.
To be fair, Rage got me to say bat nipples are required because he said bat nipples are required.
Anyways, where?
Welcome onto the show. This is pretty much what we do here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, hey,
Thank you
I
for
like
coming
the
on.
weirdness. I'm a weird person, so I like weird people.
I found you in some of the weird circles, so I would assume so.
Yeah, I'm under the impression that normal is boring. So
They're not on Twitch. They're not on Twitch.
No.
I don't think a
I mean,
single person on Twitch is normal.
they
Oh my
are,
God.
but I'm pretty sure nobody
Bloom.
watches.
I'm pretty sure me and Mike would be honored.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got to actually get onto your live Twitch, Bunny. I don't have you on Twitch.
You don't have me on Twitch?
I don't. You're not in my live feed, so I don't have you.
It's one of those things where like you've probably popped in and just didn't leave a follow and just left and then forgot about it.
Well,
she doesn't
in
have
my
me
defense,
followed.
I'm the type of person that just leaves
sad.
Twitch open on my thing, and whoever's playing, if they raid someone, it just stays there all night. Like it's just in the background.
Big
It
sad.
happens to me a lot.
Big sad.
I get a lot of like people that give me gift subs to channels that I'm like, what is this channel? I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's because I've just been sitting in the background lurking.
Somebody gave my backup channel a sub to my current Twitch channel.
Yep, I remember that. I was in there.
I was like, you're just paying me to watch myself.
You know what, man? It works.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll get right into it then.
Okay.
What got you into cosplaying? Because obviously, based on your room, you're dedicated.
It's a lifelong dedication, definitely. I started when I was 12. I saw Sailor Moon on Toonami.
Let's go.
Saturday night cartoons.
We're not aging ourselves or anything.
No, not at all. Back when eBay and YouTube wasn't really a thing, nor was any of the websites to buy anything.
Continuing
This
the
is back
aging
in the day when
ourselves.
dial-up still happened.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So I wanted to dress up as Sailor Neptune. That's also when I didn't realize that I liked girls more than I should. But so Sailor Neptune was like, I loved her. She was gorgeous. She was perfect. I loved her attitude.
Yeah, no,
I'm
she
like, I need
definitely
to be
was.
this character. And so yeah, I never believed the kissing cousins thing either. So I was like,
Yeah. No. But
cousin.
Erica, I will tell you this. She was always my favorite scout.
Yes. And so this little 12-year-old girl was like, how am I going to make this outfit? I want to dress up as this girl. I got a D- in home economics in high school.
Really?
They told me I sucked at sewing. And
Well,
that's ironic.
Say, I think you showed them. I think you proved them wrong there.
Yeah.
So, I hand sewed my first outfit when I was 12. I wanted to wear her for Halloween, and of course, again, like I said, eBay wasn't a thing.
Right.
Google was barely a thing back then. So I had to get these pictures off the internet and print them out on the old inkjet printer so that I had pictures available to look at to make this costume. Or I was like, I was an artist back then, so I drew the picture myself. Like, I was like, I'm going to draw this, and then I'm going to have it. Here it is, stuck on my wall. And so I took a bunch of t-shirts and some old, like, button-down shirts, and I cut it all up, and I stitched it together, and my mom was like, for hand-stitched, it's pretty good. She didn't let me wear it out because it was the skirt.
Because it was Sailor Moon related. And they are not exactly the most. They're not the most covered group of people in the world.
Yeah. So I didn't get to wear it for Halloween, but I did have it in my room, and I got to wear it in my room. And so, like, it sparked a little bit of, like, an excitement to me. I made this. I took stuff and I made this. And it looked good. And I was like, wow, I've actually liked doing this. It was fun. So I made a couple more costumes. Mostly, like, ninja costumes. Stuff like that. Anything that I could steal, like, old clothes from my mom and tear them up into something new. Much to her chagrin sometimes, because I stole a lot of her clothes. So she started going to the thrift stores and buying, like, bed sheets and, pillowcases for me so that I would stop stealing her clothes. And it just got me into it. And then my friends were like, these are actually really cool. I like these. back before YouTube and video and Facebook and all that stuff, because nobody could see it, but you know.
You don't wear it to school for them to see it.
Yeah, it's like, it's friends come over to your house, back when people actually came over and spent time together.
Wait, coming over
like,
to somebody's house? What's that?
Right? Like back before cell phones were a thing.
Outside grass? Oh,
Yeah,
What is this grass you speak of?
that devil was here. She'd be like, "Shut up, guys."
I mean, I know the grass that goes in my pipe.
Wrong kind of grass. Don't try to smoke the stuff outside.
Oh, okay.
You probably shouldn't. There's more chemicals involved than that.
Probably.
Smells good when it's cut, though.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, so they'd come over to my place. They're like, "Dude, could you make one for me?" And at the time, I was like, "Sure, just bring me a bunch of materials. Let's do this." And I'd make some outfits. And my mom bought me my very first sewing machine. She actually got it from my great-grandmother, because my grandmother did not sew. My mother did not sew.
She had a sewing machine, didn't sew.
No, my mom didn't sew. My grandma didn't sew. They can't sew like a button. Like, if you wanted to sew a button onto a thing, my mom wouldn't know how to do it. Like, no. So my great-grandmother had this old salmon-colored citation sewing machine.
Oh my, that's actually a pretty decent model.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, wow, this thing's fancy, and I still have it. It's in my closet back
somewhere.
I still have
in the
it.
bay.
I will never get rid of it. It's my great grandmother's sewing machine. So
We
It's
turned
back there somewhere.
we turned a really old one from, I think, my grandparents. My dad turned it into a sink in his bathroom.
Interesting.
Nice.
So on the bottom, underneath it, is the sewing machine, and then all the pipes underneath it, and the top is like the nice wood part of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
actually, it's really
creative.
cool.
I love creative stuff.
That was the only way we could really use it again. Like, it didn't work.
See, I wouldn't call my dad creative. He does belong to the Mickey Mouse Club, though.
Aww.
And we'll just we'll just say that there's been more duct tape used to hold one of our vehicles together.
Your dad's like red green. I don't know if you heard of that.
Oh God.
It's very Canadian, so I wasn't sure if you knew it or
I can't
not.
really say anything because this thing here is being held on by Scotch tape.
There
My
you go.
camera.
It
Erica's
works.
one of those people that uses tape to fix.
Scotch tape is holding the camera on, and it's holding.
my
And that's all
God.
that
Hey.
matters. So,
Code of the mechanic. Is it supposed to move? No. Yeah, and you're good. Is it supposed to move? Yes. WD-40.
also,
WD-40.
because my dad is a mechanic, and I've learned so much from him. My brake line or my brake hose to my caliper is being held on by a metal zip tie.
You know what?
Nice.
You know what?
If it runs, it
I
runs.
dig it. I dig it. I dig it.
It works.
Because literally, there was one point I had a muffler being held up by Gorilla Tape.
It works. It works. Duct tape is your best friend when you need something. to
I've
stick
had
with.
torn seats held together with super glue.
Yep.
Yep.
You get some Flex Bond. That shit works great.
Oh yeah. Oh no, see, we
Flex seal.
had a Ford Explorer. The sunroof leaked, so my dad put a tarp down inside of it, broke the glass, got some plexiglass, flex sealed the crap around it.
Mm-hmm.
It still leaked like a sieve.
You didn't Flex Seal it enough. You gotta Flex Seal the whole thing on the inside and the out.
You gotta do the inside. You gotta do what the commercial did. Put a giant hole in the boat, and then fill it with just the Flex Seal,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and that holds it together.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, do you do like commissions for people? Like, is this like a living for you, or is it more of just a hobby?
No, I do this full time. So this dress here that I finished yesterday is a commission for someone. So this is Sucrose from Genshin Impact.
Nice.
So this was a commission for someone because obviously this does not fit me.
so
It would never fit me.
you do based on the specs of the person ordering it too, right?
Yes. So I get measurements from the person, and then I make it based on that. The dress that's on the mannequin right now, this guy, is Zhongling from Genshin Impact, which I was working on all last night
I
until
love
about 3
him.
o'clock in the morning.
Love him. I do not play the game, but I love the characters.
Oh, Nebby would be excited if she was here right now.
Youngling,
I have actually talked to Erica about ears.
let me see if it'll actually show. Youngling, maybe? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay, I see
it's
what you're
there.
saying.
Okay. Yeah, she's a hot, fiery pepper, and I love her to death because
Yep.
she kicked ass. And so I'm making that for someone, and then I've got like Ayaka, which I'm doing for another person from Genshin, and then I'm done with Genshin for now.
At least with what you do, it doesn't seem like you ever have like a boring go. It's like always something different for
No.
you.
So, like, here's one of the Genshin things
Wow.
that I made. I do resin. So
I was gonna say.
I make these guys
Resin.
out of resin.
You go like you're full bore like every little detail, eh?
Oh yeah, you can see.
That's
This
good.
is,
You can tell the quality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is a resin piece.
Erica, I believe
This
you.
is actually foam.
I believe I actually got to see that or something similar before when we were in call with Sally.
Yeah.
When you showed us the faceless mannequin.
Oh, the creepy faceless mannequin. Oh god.
Yes, Blooms. Erica does do commissions for people.
I do. I do this full time. I started in September full time. I quit my job as a security officer. It was hectic. It was chaos because it was right in the pandemic. So every day is a challenge. I get up, I come down here, I make stuff. I go to bed, I get up, I come down here, I make stuff. Everything is constantly hanging from everywhere. Fabric is everywhere.
We have a question. Have you ever worked with Warble? Or
Warbler?
yeah, Warbler.
That's the one.
That's the
Yes,
word.
Warbler. I have worked with Warbler. It is easy to work with, but it's also a pain in the butt to work with. The reason I don't like Warbler is because one, it gets hard too quickly, and it's expensive. So the good thing about Warbler is that if you heat it all together, you can actually squish it back into a pancake, and you can use all of it pretty much. You never waste a single piece of it. I actually used to, at conventions, do demonstrations on how Warbler worked versus other methods like Sintra and Wonderflux and stuff like that. So I would actually bring pieces of Warbler with me that people could take home and try because it was a new thing and nobody knew what it was. Now most people don't use Warbler because for a sheet of it, which is about 29 inches by like 18 inches, it's very small. It's about $40, so it's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I generally just use foam, so I can get a roll or a sheet of foam, which is this stuff here, and this is what this is made out of. And you can see it's strong, it's hard, it's not going anywhere.
Like
it's
really
not
hard
doing
foam,
anything.
yeah. It's not
Yeah.
the cheap foam.
Well, this is actually cheap. I got
Is
this
it?
from Michael's for like
Oh, okay.
$12.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cheap. I got, and you can see up in, well, you can't see because the camera's down, but you can see a big giant piece of it right there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
that from a company that's here in Kansas City called A&M Foam Company.
Now it's just the camera again.
Yeah, I was like, hang on, let me adjust the camera. But yeah, it was an 8-foot long sheet I got for $20, and I've had that sheet for like 5 years. It's
Nice.
8 feet tall by like 5 feet wide. It was humongous,
Wow.
and it's 12 inches or 12 millimeters thick, so it's like really thick.
So you recommend people going that way just because you get more out of your money,
Yes.
basically.
Bloom asks what you do with the scrap foam.
Scrap foam?
Yeah.
If I need small pieces, like say these little circles that were on these little circles here, I cut them out of scrap foam. If I need something to be padded, I use the foam to put padding insert, but honestly, if it's a tiny little piece, I throw it away. I don't keep a lot of the things like this. This is a tiny little piece. I might use it for, say, a diamond. Like on this piece here, these little diamonds that are on the side here was the perfect size for these little itty bitty pieces. So I keep them to cut small pieces of stuff out of. Anything, like even this is heat transfer vinyl, which allows you to do things like how I have this blue here and this black
Okay.
here. This is all heat transfer vinyl. You heat it on with a iron, and it sticks and it stays, and it's on there forever.
Okay.
So I keep scraps of that in case I need like a small little diamond or small little thing like that. I cut strips out of it. I also back there, you can kind of see it right here, that
Mhm.
little black thing, um, right there.
Okay.
That is a Silhouette Cameo 4. It cuts out heat transfer vinyl in shapes, such as like on this guy here, the little crosses on there. It can cut
Oh,
those
okay.
crosses out. So, and then the little
It's
seam clip.
it's basically a
Yeah,
no
like
name.
you cut that little.
No, it's basically a cheaper cricket.
No, it's more expensive than the Cricut actually.
I know. I'm joking.
Um,
I'm
so-
joking.
So the Silhouette Cameo 4 versus the Cricut. The Silhouette Cameo 4 has a much easier interface to work with, and it's completely free. The interface is just, it's so simple and so easy and so quick. Cricut, a lot of people were having issues with it, which is why I went with the Silhouette Cameo instead of the Cricut, is because the Cricut was trying to charge for their program. Like, just to use the program, they wanted you to pay like a $10 a month fee. And I'm like, yeah, no. I already paid almost $400 for that thing. I'm not paying an extra $10 a month just to use it. So I went with the Silhouette Cameo because theirs is completely 100% free, unless you want like the really fancy shit. And honestly, 99% of what I need, I can do it with the free stuff.
Yeah,
I also
fair.
embroider as well, and so whenever you get into anything in here, it's cost money wise. The sewing machines, you can usually get a sewing machine for about $100. That's easy, but you also have to think that each one of these guys here is about $6 a piece, and if you need a color specifically, you're gonna buy 5 or 6 colors, so you always have to think about cost of that. Yes, you're buying the machine itself, but you also have to buy all the other stuff to go with it. You have to buy needles, you have to buy the little bobbins, you have to buy the sewing thread, you have to buy all the extra stuff that comes with it.
That's
And it's
fair.
expensive.
Yeah.
So, like, my mother, love her. Thank you, Mom. She has funded so much stuff. She bought this. I'm trying to move this one. She bought this serger for me for a Christmas present one year, and it is the best thing that ever happened. This serger makes everything look so
I was
professional.
gonna say, what exactly does it do?
So, let me see. I should. Somewhere.
I like
Ah,
it when when she just goes on and answers the questions that I had, which is perfect.
Yeah.
just let her go.
This serger, if you've ever looked at your clothes and you notice that you have this really nice edge that's
Yeah,
been
okay.
like serged like that, where it's nice and clean and it's got like that multi-sewn fabric, that's what a serger does. It cleans the edges up and makes it look amazing and perfect. It cuts it for you. Say you have fabric that's all like blah, it cuts it straight and makes it all nice and perfect.
Oh,
Best thing ever. That's about $300 just for that thing.
Damn.
You have to buy 3, not 2, not 1, 3 cones of this stuff here just to use it, because it has 3 cones on the back of it to get it to work. So yeah, this thing is amazing, but I've had it for like 10 years, and I've cleaned it and serviced it myself, so I don't have to pay the $150 to clean it and service it. And I've used it on everything. Like it's my main staple.
so to only do this as a hobby, you gotta be extremely dedicated to the cost.
Yeah.
I do not recommend it as a hobby. I will say it is a money pit. As you can see from the chaos over here, this is probably around $10,000 worth of shit.
Wow.
At least.
Wow. That's incredible.
The embroidery machines that I have 3 of on this side over here. Let me see if I can move this. There we go. Embroidery machine.
You need like a bigger garage.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. That pink thing is an embroidery machine. That's an embroidery machine. And then
Wow.
over here in this corner is an embroidery machine too. The most expensive embroidery machine I have, which is the Brother Innovis 5000 embroidery machine. is $2,000
Jesus.
just for the machine itself.
My God.
And what they don't tell you when you buy the machine is you have to buy the program that makes the pretty embroidery
Oh, of course you do.
for the machine, which is also $2,000.
Oh my God.
Of
For a
course.
program?
For a program, it's a professional ultra program that allows you to custom create your own embroidery
Wow.
files 100%. And I've had it for 10 years, and I have made every embroidery file for every project that I have needed. From Resident Evil to faces and the eyes for like a Kigurumi and all that stuff. I have created all of those program files with this thing, so I am making the most out of the money that I've spent on it.
Wow. I didn't think like I knew it'd be a lot, but that's a lot of money to do
yeah,
that.
they don't tell you that.
No, they don't. No.
Between three machines plus the embroidery, there's probably about $8,000 in just the machines and the program file.
God damn.
And then they also don't tell you that you need all of this embroidery thread as well. So you got little embroidery thread pieces, and yes, I can literally reach into anything and pull something out for demonstration. I have that much.
Apparently.
This is just embroidery threads. I go to threadart.com and get my embroidery threads. There we go. My shameless plugs of where I get my shit. Threadart.com, and this is just embroidery thread that I use for my embroidery machine. But they also don't tell you is that you have to watch the machine like a hawk, because it is a finicky little bitch, and it will break down as soon as you look away. I don't know how many times I've had to scrap and redo a project because it broke, the needle broke, or the thread caught, or something happened in the middle of the embroidery, and I've had to redo it 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it terrifies me using these embroidery machines every time I use them, because they're so scary. They're loud, they're clunky, and as soon as you look away, all you hear is it's like, oh God, what happened?
Oh no.
Like, I don't need to play a scary game. I got the embroidery machines. That's my scary games. But they make beautiful embroidery, and I'm talking like spot on beautiful embroidery.
Is there a project you've been most proud of since you started doing it full time?
All the Genshin costumes. I mean, whew. They are a lot of stuff on those. Like, there's a lot of details. So many details. Oh my God. Sucrose has been the most detailed so far. I thought Rosaria was a lot of details, but like just the amount of foam that I've had to paint gold. And this piece right here, these little pieces right here that you see that look beautifully gold painted, that is 7 to 8 layers of gold paint.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. 7 to 8 layers of gold paint. And there's a lot of pieces that I've painted gold. So I'm so glad that Zhongling does not have a lot of gold painted stuff on there. I don't have to paint that much.
So yes, I was actually lucky enough to get a full tour of the chaos one day.
I'm sorry you had to see my chaos.
Are you kidding? I loved it.
It is chaotic.
I mean, we're learning things today, so that's good.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want her to say she has a pair of the ears lying around next to her.
Not ears, but I do have ones that I'm making. These are a pair of ears that I'm making.
I have talked to Erica about when I get the money.
He really wants ears so bad.
Toru, my Toru.
Yes, Mike, but if you could see the ears that I saw.
Are those the green ones?
Yeah,
I
gushed.
He's so pumped.
I saw them. I gushed. Oh my God.
They actually move and bend so that you can bend the ears.
Wow, that's
whichever way
cool.
you want. So this box that
You
I
see
have,
Deb like vibrating in excitement.
I'm nodding. I can only nod so well.
This is my secret for people that if they want to start embroidery, get one of these. This is an S&B box, and inside is 250 different colors of embroidery thread.
Damn.
This entire box is layered. Three or four different layers of nothing but embroidery. This was about $45 to $50 for this box. And this is what I recommend if you start with embroidery, to get this. It's S&B always, and it is 250 different colors of embroidery thread. And I still have this 10 years later, I swear, that I still haven't gone through it all.
So that's like a worth an investment for that.
Yes.
Too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because people buy everything in like singles, and I always tell people, if you're going to invest in making something, and it's going to be something that you're going to use for a long time, not just something like my friends will always be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get into this project and I'm going to do all this stuff, and then they buy the stuff and then it just sits.
Yeah.
And they use it once. And I'm just like, you just spent all that money and you've used it once. Just use it more. I'm just as bad. As you can tell from all the chaos over here, I buy stuff and just let it sit until I have time to use it.
Well, sometimes the right project hasn't come around for it yet.
Although, as I told my husband, and I love him to death because he supports me in this with minimal complaining.
Model broke.
Minimal complaining is that it's there for when I need it. So, like, I had a gentleman who asked me to make him an Outlaw Star costume. And so I was like, it's a sleeveless shirt. It's got like the white belt buckle that goes around here, and it's got the waist buckle. And I'm like, okay, well, I think I have a pattern that might work for that. And I started digging through my patterns, and I found it's perfect. All I had to do was remove the sleeves. And I've had this pattern for probably like 5 years, and I've never cut it, never used it. And I'm like, hey,
there you go.
You never know when I need it.
Well, I mean, the investment you spend.
I was gonna say, I mean, I feel like this is one of those hobbies where it's okay to have excess because you never know when you're gonna need that random piece of, neon green fur.
Exactly.
Or was it? Or was it? Wait. Or was it pink?
Do you see this right here? That is an entire bag of neon green fur.
I knew I saw neon green fur at some point the last call.
That is like 6 yards of neon green fur right there.
Oh my god. We could send it to the devil and say it's grass for her.
Yeah. Oh my god, my model keeps going wonky.
Yeah, your guy is broken.
Bouncing all over the place.
The problem is I keep blocking my camera.
I did get into this when I was younger because I am on the spectrum. So my brain is very chaotic. My brain is very scatterbrained on all 90 miles a minute all the time.
Yo, let's go.
So I was diagnosed with ADHD and Asperger's.
Yo, ADHD club, let's go.
Yeah, I could. It seems like a lot of people that are like that, like they fixate on that one thing. It's like that's what they want to do, and they're passionate about it.
Creative. The problem is with creativity, you get hyperfixed on something, and then you the next week you're like, I don't care anymore.
See.
So this was my hyperfixation at 12, and it just kind of kept being hyperfixation because I learned, hey, I can make money from this.
For me, it's always been writing.
I wrote too. Yeah, I was a writer.
I do poetry and such, or I have a few stories I've started.
I wrote a story when I was a kid, and my mother wanted me to get it published, and I'm like, man, that's not going to happen.
Nope.
It was, so I heard the song Hotel California, and if you don't know the song, please, for the love of God, listen to it. It's amazing. It was by the Eagles, and the song inspired me to write a story. And the story was basically about a detective who had something happen to her as a kid that was supernatural and unexplained. And so as an adult detective, she's going back to figure out what happened to her as a kid and to solve this thing. And she has another guy who's like a detective who's trying to figure out this case that went on. And these people are disappearing, and these people are dying, and it's crazy and chaotic, and it's all based in California on this stretch of road where people disappear, and it's a supernatural thing. And like throughout the story, you find out that she's not human; she's like partial alien, and like she was experimented on, and that's what happened. And so like it's a really cool story, and I'm just like, yes, I can do this, and this is great. And I wrote the whole story out like 5 times, rewrote it again, rewrote it a third time, and then my computer exploded, and
My computer exploded.
it literally exploded. Like I had a computer I custom made, and something got into the power port, and the power port went in smoke.
Oh,
Oh,
sounds like my laptop that I had.
Yeah.
Although that was
the
in 4
story
different
is lost
pieces.
in time, and I still remember the story, like what I wrote about it, but it's like it's lost.
See,
I'm not writing
I think that's
again.
one of the things I love about writing. Like, inspiration just strikes at the most random of times.
It does.
I have
I always tell people keep a notebook because you never know when you're going to need it.
Oh, there have been times where my mom would get so pissed at me because I wouldn't have paper, and I would come home with just my arm and hand covered in ink.
See, that's why I have. They want my camera.
There with the camera.
Yay. It's being held up
By
by
tape.
one little
by Scotch tape.
Actually, no, a basket up at the top.
Ah,
Oh, nice. Even better.
Yeah, it's being held up by a basket. But this is what I always keep with me. It's a little keychain. It's
nice.
just notebooks, and you can just write stuff in it, and it's great because if I need something, like I'm like, oh crap.
That
I'm
reminds me
making
of
this
Blue's
costume.
Clues.
Yes.
But see, Erica.
Little-
It's right in the notebook.
But yeah, Erica. It's funny because, you know, like I said, she'd be pissed at me because, you know, I was using my skin as paper.
Oh god.
But then I'm like, okay, but can you, like, type it out for me? Because, like, I couldn't,
Yeah.
because I have my arm, like, twisted around and whatnot to write and find space.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I have a friend who drew a picture of a tiger that was actually made up of the letters that spelt tiger. And
Nice.
next thing I know, I'm writing a freaking short, like, 2-paragraph story about a world where everything is made up of the letters.
That is
It
awesome.
just
See, I
reminds-
love that.
I'll
It just
I'll
reminds me
send
of
you know
Napoleon
what?
Dynamite.
I'll send it to you.
It's a liger. It's only my favorite animal. It's a lion and a tiger.
I will send it to you to
You're
read if
cool.
you would like.
Totally, I would read it.
All right then.
I need like audio, like I need like audiobooks because I love like listening to stuff in the background as I'm working on things.
All right, Deb, you gotta read it.
I was gonna say I will totally call you and I will just read it to you in my sexiest voice.
Oh
That would be
Jesus!
awesome.
I did that for Space's Coraline. I just worked in the background with Space's Coraline.
I'll just be
Yes,
like,
his Coraline was
yes,
good.
Erica.
I usually I'm a since I'm one of those gothic horror type people. I listen to like lighthouse horror, or I listen to like scary stories and like Japanese urban legends and stuff. So
Oh,
people
nice.
people have learned I don't scare easily.
Yeah,
no,
I'm too much of a joker.
this is not the group that's scared easily.
no.
We're the ones that die first because we don't take it seriously enough.
I'm the one who-
Mina have found out that I have ghosts living in my house.
Yo, I'm coming to visit.
Recorded. Yeah, I've recorded EVP sessions where I've had people talking to me on EVP in this house.
Yo, I'm
I
coming to
live a
visit.
block
Let's
and
go.
a half. Yeah, I live a block and a half from a haunted mansion.
Oh, nice.
So
Is it
there's
Luigi's?
ghosts all, huh?
Is it Luigi's?
No. No, it's
Wouldn't
not as
I?
cool as Luigi.
I was gonna say I wouldn't say which it is.
No, it's not as cool as Luigi's Mansion, but it is a cool mansion.
Not as cool.
Well, no, I'm just saying don't
Yeah,
accidentally dox yourself.
We don't want to dox yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my fault.
No, it's a
You
nice
can tell me
mansion.
after stream.
Yeah, it's a nice mansion. It's a great place. It is a certified haunted.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It was on a couple of famous ghost TV shows. So
That's cool.
I live like a block and a half away from it, and it's a beautiful place, but it's haunted as balls.
I've always
I
wanted.
know.
I've wanted to go to a legit haunted house, so I'm gonna come visit you and just pick up my ears while I'm there.
Dev,
Come
if-
visit me and totally.
when you're in Canada, Dev, we could take you to the super prison, the 100-plus-year-old super prison.
Yo, let's go.
See,
Let's
I would
go.
go to that.
Let's.
Because
I would go to that.
all the
Let's
most
go.
notorious criminals in Canadian history have been in the Kingston Supermax.
So
Yes.
you.
See, I want
For
to
like
go
all 5 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So all 3 of them.
I want to go to the Stanley Hotel, just because.
Yes.
I want to so bad, but it's so expensive. Oh my god.
What's
I looked
been your...
up like one
Did
night
you-
just to go to the Stanley Hotel was like $300 to $400.
Yeah, it's fucking
Holy
expensive.
shit.
It is expensive as shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I can afford that. Just
That's
to
like
stay the
Castle
night at
Loma in
the-
Toronto. To stay there, it's a haunted, like basically a haunted castle. And to stay there, it's hundreds of dollars to stay there.
Yeah, no. I'm like, I got a haunted house right here. Yeah. I had stuff been knocked off the wall in this place. I've had people touch me. I've had voices,
Oh boy.
shadows.
Now, hold on. Now, Erica, hold on now.
Oh no, Dev.
Was it a good touch or a
Dev,
bad
No,
touch?
no, yeah,
bad touch.
I have had my ass slapped.
Oh, damn, let's go.
Yeah. So
Goes to the
that was
pervert.
interesting. I thought it was my dog because it felt like a dog, like when your dog like runs into your butt or something. But I'm like, okay, my dog's standing next to the stairs and I'm halfway across the room, so it wasn't my dog.
Okay, so, but now, did the ghost smack it or did he, like, grab it?
No, it was like a, and I'm just like, okay,
Damn,
what's
let's
that?
go. Nobody
they
clipped
stopped
that.
doing it after I threatened to save the house. It's like,
I don't know where this is even going anymore.
well, and you see, like, sitting in this chair, obviously you've seen over here, there is no room for anybody to stand, and I've been touched on this side while sitting in this chair, so.
That's why
I'm
I thought
like-
it was your dog.
Mike,
It's the only thing
welcome,
that fits in
welcome to the world of ADHD.
there. I know, this is every episode, Dev. This is
Yeah.
literally every episode.
ADHD rules.
Fuck
So,
yeah, let's go.
So,
I think Mike was trying to ask you the next question.
No, it's okay.
Let's ask a
I
question,
can. So of all the projects you've done, is there one that's like been the most difficult for you?
yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
You can already tell it's
Um,
gonna be good.
serious time here.
Oh boy,
Okay.
serious time.
When you become a full-time person who makes stuff full-time, you will get customers and clients who are, as we say, Karens and Chads.
Oh no.
I had the worst Chad I think I have ever met in my entire life. I was making, if you don't know who he is, it's okay, half of us didn't either.
That's okay.
Peacemaker, John Cena.
Yo, let's go.
Peacemaker.
Really?
I was making that costume. It's still sitting upstairs, by the way.
That's cool.
Yeah, and every time I would send a picture to this client, he'd be like, it doesn't look quite right. Maybe you should redo it. I redid the shirt 4 times. I had to buy the material each time to remake the shirt because I bought it, he didn't like it, I had to remake it again. Finally, we got a shirt that he liked, and I was like, alright, cool. Finally. Well, I have 3 shirts sitting in the closet over there that are just sitting there that haven't been finished. So I started on the helmet. I made the helmet out of foam. He wanted it to be made out of plastic or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, honey, I have a 3D printer, but it's resin and it doesn't make something that big.
Oh damn.
So I made it out of foam, and I sent him the rough draft copy, and I was like, this is the base of the helmet. I haven't built it up yet. And he's like, the portions look all wrong. I don't like it.
Oh
I'm
god.
not remaking it.
You
I
literally
haven't
dig into
even finished
Chad.
it. Yeah. And I said, at this point, I think maybe I'm not the right person to make this for you. He wanted it to be 100% screen accurate to the John Cena costume to the T, and I'm talking like he wanted me to go to the people that made the costume and buy it from them so he could have it kind of costume. And so I refunded his money, and it's still sitting upstairs half made, and I have not touched it.
Oh
How
my
much? How much?
God,
How
wow.
much to finish it and send it to me?
Oh, Dev.
Well, it depends. What size are you? Because it's for somebody who has a 46-inch waist.
I might be there next year.
Yeah, he might be getting pretty close to it.
I'm actually down. I am gonna break immersion slightly. As of yesterday, I was at 437 pounds. Down from 454.
Nice, Dev.
I wish I could lose weight, but I sit in this chair 90% of the days. So.
Erica, I am doing what I have to do to get weight loss surgery.
I would like to do that. My problem, so a lot of people, when they ask me, well, what are you doing to try to lose weight? Well, nothing. I sit here in this chair and I literally am doing this all day. This is my exercise right here. So, I get up and I go over to that mannequin and then I come back over here and then I go to that mannequin and sometimes I go upstairs. Like, there's no exercise here. And they're like, well, what are you eating?
Food.
I'm like, oh yeah, food. Food, that.
I eat food. That's not what's there.
Yeah. It's like, do you realize, like, I was on a stream for 8 hours a couple days ago. And in that 8 hours, I had a Slim Jim with cheese.
Okay, yeah, no, see, that's...
That was my whole meal. That was it. That was the entirety of what I ate in 8.5 hours.
That's such a stoner thing to do.
Freaking like Tuesday when I was doing my stream with Tia, we were like 4 hours in and my chat's yelling at me, go eat something, go get a snack or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, I will.
Point redeemed for Quench Thy Thirst, which people thankfully do. And I don't even know if I have anything to.
Meanwhile, I had chicken teriyaki sushi on my stream. Oh yeah.
I would die. I'm allergic to seafood, so anything with sushi in it, I would die.
Oh, this was just like a chicken sushi with teriyaki.
Oh, well then I'd be fine. But
yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Isn't sushi supposed to be raw?
It's not technically raw because like the juice and like the lemon kind of like cooks it.
I was gonna say I think in this case it's more the flavor that makes it the sushi.
Yeah.
This is like, I wouldn't eat raw chicken, I don't think.
No, chicken definitely not. This is cooked chicken. This is
okay.
but stuff like salmon you can eat like still pink.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be served. But like the
like,
whitefish they have,
all that. Seafood, freshwater food. Anything that comes from the water, I'm allergic to it.
Because myself, Yeti, and Nebby love sushi, so when we move together, we're probably gonna have a lot of sushi nights.
Yeah, I like cheese. It
cheese is great too.
It hates me because I'm highly lactose intolerant, but I love cheese.
See, I've been doing a lot of goat cheeses and trying to eat less of like actual dairy because goat doesn't do the same to you. But goat can be a bit of an acquired taste with the right one.
I mean, I know we're talking about healthy stuff, but I have to gush about these cookies I had recently.
Oh, which ones, Dev?
All of them.
So I sent Dev the same cookies I gave to Space. I sent to Dev. They're banana chocolate with M&Ms in it. And then I had Cadbury egg ones. They were chocolate chip Cadbury eggs.
Oh, that's so evil.
Oh my! It's evil because I'm a diabetic, so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to avoid is the diabetic thing.
But I promised Dev for like 6 months that I'd send him like scraps at some point.
Yeah.
Best
this morning
scraps
I
I've
did
ever
good.
had.
This morning I had bruschetta toast with eggs over easy.
That's not bad. That's still fine.
First time I've actually cooked anything in like a month, but you know.
My breakfast is 3 slices of pizza.
Cereal. Most of the time I have like, golden puff cereal.
Usually when I get home, I just don't have the passion to cook anymore because I've already been doing it all day. But now that I've switched to baking, it's different. So.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can't bake. My ADHD makes it so I forget that I'm baking. And then I'm like, oh shit, an hour later.
Sounds like my mom.
If I'm baking something, I have to be there watching it bake. That's why I pan fry.
Do you use your smoke alarm as a timer?
No. It's the dogs going, oh my god, why is there smoke?
Oh. My mom uses
I love how this went from cosplay with Erica to food.
Well, I can't help it. My name is Chef Mike for a reason.
True.
It's simple. Food is essential for cosplay because if you don't eat, then you pass out in your cosplay, and then it could get ruined. And how much money did you spend on your cosplay?
Good point. Fair
Or
point.
if you don't eat, you can fit into the smaller cosplays.
All right, hold on. Here we go, Erica.
But don't do that. I don't recommend anorexia.
What
It's not
what
good.
is the most expensive costume you've ever done?
Go on.
So okay.
Peacemaker.
You don't have to tell us the price.
Oh, I can tell you the price.
Okay, that's fine.
The most expensive costume I ever made was $2,500. I made a custom debutante ball Civil War dress.
That sounds kind of cool,
I
actually.
think you told me about that actually.
She was also a Karen, by the way.
Of course it was. All the expensive ones usually are.
Oh yeah. So she and her friends all were going to this giant debutante ball, and they wanted these beautiful Civil War dresses, and they wanted it to be made out of this fancy material. So I ended up buying this silk material, and the picture she sent me had these panels going down the side of the dress that were beaded. The entire thing, from top to bottom, was beaded. So I hand beaded for 2 months straight these panels that went into this dress.
God.
Fuck me.
It took me 2.5 months to bead these because the panels were the entire side of the dress going down.
That just
and you've
sounds so
never seen a ball gown.
tedious.
It's so tedious.
Oh my god.
But it turned out freaking cool. Oh my god.
I'm sure.
I would never do it again.
I'm sure it did.
It was freaking gorgeous. Because it had these crisscross gold beads going all the way down in this crisscross hatch pattern, and then it had these floral, like fleur-de-lis kind of designs going all across the outside.
Oh,
And
nice.
it was beautiful and blue and gold and black. And then I made another one for her other friend that wasn't beaded, thank God, but it had velvet and silk, and it was a blue silk satin, or not blue, purple silk satin dress with these accents on them that were floral accents and lace accents, and it was gorgeous. But yeah, it was about $2,500 to make this
Wow.
thing.
Wow.
And she came back and got 2 more dresses after that. So
Well, I mean, at least it was repeat customer.
yeah, so yeah, I've had a lot of repeat customers. My customers usually come word of mouth. People who I've made costumes for usually say, hey, I got this person to make the costume. Here's what it looks like. It looks good. You want, her to make you a costume. So most of it's word of mouth, or when I go to conventions and places like that, I hand my card out. I've got a little card that's got my information on it so people can message me. I think the worst thing that people don't understand who don't make costumes is please, for the love of God, don't come to me 2 weeks before the convention and ask if I can make a costume.
Oh yeah, no.
It's gonna be no.
Yeah, no. Like even like with VTuber models, you can't just like, hey, I need this outfit for my VTuber model. Can you do it? Oh, by the way, I need it next week. No, that is not how it works.
No, especially if they're like doing commissions, they may have other projects in front of yours.
Like,
Yeah, I have 2 projects that I have to get done by the 22nd of May or something like that.
I'm gonna actually do something here.
Mhm.
So this is actually not the first model that was being made for me. This one is.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And this one, Penlock had been working on for a couple of months before she was like, oh, hey, I'm going to scrap it and do this.
You can use the other one as a summertime dev.
Well, the thing with this one is, when she was done with this one, the wings were a little bit larger than, I wanted them. So it was an easy enough fix to make them smaller, as you can see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's not like it's just slap it together in 2 days.
No, you can't. These are big projects that cost a lot of time and money.
I don't know how to show mine, but I made mine in a day. I made mine in 7 hours.
We'll have to see it sometime.
We'll see it eventually.
So if people were
I'll
to
send a picture of it later.
Is there a way to find you virtually if anyone wants to inquire? commissions?
Yes. So I have a Facebook page and a Discord. That's really the only two pages I interact on.
That's all
Do
right.
have an
I will
Instagram.
link it. I'll link that stuff later for
I was gonna
anyone
say
who's interested.
if Erica is actually in the chat, I can pop her mod power so she can drop the links.
I'm in Discord.
Oh,
And the Twitch chat.
I was
sorry.
gonna say my actual Twitch.
Oh no. You gotta send me the
I can
link
do
to
it.
your Twitch.
meanwhile,
I
I
am
will get
old.
her
I don't
stuff.
remember how to get onto Twitch things. I just get when somebody sends
I don't
me
know
a
how
link,
them do
I
them
ignore it.
Twitches.
I don't know how to do them Twitches.
I literally watched like 5 YouTube channels just to figure out how to do channel redemption.
I might not be allowed on this channel to do this, Dev.
Hold on. I'm working on it here.
I realize I'm not qualified to do this.
Same.
I'm not clearing your channel. I'm just not clearing his channel to do it. Here, Dev. I got her Facebook here.
Yeah, you have 60. You have permission to pop it now.
Oh, okay.
So I
Where's your
have two
Facebook?
Facebooks. I have 2 Facebook channels. I have my personal cosplay one where I actually dress up in cosplay and look all cute and adorable in my costumes when I feel like it.
Yeah.
And then I have my business channel. My business channel is Exotic Wolf Design. And if you ask why Exotic Wolf, because I have nothing to do with wolves. When I was 11 years old, I thought wolves were cool.
You know what? I
And
dig it.
stuck.
I dig
That's
it.
fair.
That's when I was 11. I was like, dude, wolves are so exotic, and so that's been my name for my company, even though it has nothing to do with exotic wolves.
My dirty little secret with my VTubing. The whole bunny thing happened accidentally.
Hey, see, there you go. But yeah, like I have 2 different pages because like while I do have my cosplay stuff and still old.
I just heard smash because I wasn't looking. Like, whoa.
That would be the ghost who knocked over something on the top that was not anywhere near.
It's bad that we mocked it.
We weren't mocking
Yeah,
you, spirits.
It does that. So I have a basket, and inside the basket is stuff. Something came up out of the basket and moved on me, and it moved all my stuff. And I'm just like, what did you just knock over? I don't even see what you knocked over. Oh, this, which is hooked into the basket, came out. That's what fell.
Oh, that could have hurt.
And it literally, the way it's held in is like that.
It looks like a saw death trap.
So you can see there's nothing that can fall out of this.
No.
Everything is locked into it, and yet it still comes out.
Mike, do you actually know what that tool does?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
No idea.
It's a leather tool.
Yeah, it puts it basically for putting holes in like belts.
I'm sitting here wearing a hockey jersey. And you think I know what that is?
A belt? What? A belt?
No,
I
leather,
do leather working too, as you can see.
Okay.
These are leather tools that stamp into the leather.
So you literally get everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to, before I became a full-time maker of thingies, I worked as a store manager for a leather crafting company.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Nice.
So you
Yeah,
you learned your craft as you went before.
Yeah. So I had to teach a lot of how to do leather stuff, and I still retained a lot of the tools. I'm going to be selling off those tools because I have not used those tools in about 5 years.
Oh, and here I was about to say, I might have to ask you to do something in leather then.
Well, those tools aren't for like just general leather crafting. They're to make like designs and stuff, and I don't do that. I usually just use one tool. Like for those smoking inclined people, you would know what this is.
Yo, let's go.
Yep, it's just those kind of tools. That's literally all they are. Is just bears and trees and leaves and
Nice. I'm okay with those.
feet. Little feet prints.
Nice.
So how much longer do we have you on here for, Eric? Because I know you're a busy person.
As long as you need me.
Well, I could
I'm
do.
literally just making that. That's what I'm doing right here. This.
Okay.
I've made quite a bit of it already, and I've got my patterns for the rest of it here. Just sitting right here. This is literally how I make my patterns. So here, as you can see, I wrote on there, back bottom. So this is the back bottom. Here's the pattern. You just cut it out of fabric. Back front or front bottom. Boom, cut it out of fabric. That's it. And if my dog would get off of it, thank you, dog. This is the fabric that I'm using. So you just slap it on there and cut it out, and that's it.
So what other projects do you have coming up that you're working on?
So I'm working on a multiple. I have to add one today. So thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
That's why I didn't want to keep you. I know you have a lot of work to do still.
What is it? Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay.
So I had a friend send me a request for a Fire Emblem costume.
Ooh, which character?
Which is this character here. Well, ooh, hey.
I zoomed in.
We're way too big.
Oh,
I don't know his name.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
I don't know his name. Whoever this character is.
Yep. Oh.
Deb will have to watch those streams, I think.
I'm gonna, yeah. Holy crap.
I will be making that. I also have a.
That's a cool one.
It really is.
Jumper costume, which is this character here. I don't know who this character is.
She just does the costumes, guys. She doesn't always know.
It's something Rooster Teeth Genlock.
Oh, I know that one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. The last video game I played was Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I never finished it.
Yeah.
And here I was thinking we might make it through a podcast without that being mentioned.
Every single episode, Final Fantasy VII has to come up. It's a tradition. Even Space, with the wealth of knowledge he has, Final Fantasy VII still comes up.
I'm also going to be making a Lolita costume.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Gorgeous Lolita. That's after Ayaka and Zhengling. And then I'm making Wenqui from Untamed.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, her.
That's badass.
That's gonna be exciting.
I am actually excited for that.
So you got a lot of cool ones coming up then.
Huh?
You got a lot of good ones coming up then.
Oh yes. So tomorrow or today? Wow. Today.
At some
probably
point.
after this, I will be live from probably like 6 or 7 p.m. And I will be working on Zhengling for the remainder of the night. Hopefully get a lot of it done. Luckily, Zhengling doesn't have a lot of accessories that I have to spend 10 hours painting.
That is always a positive.
Then I'll just give you one more question and let you get back to your stuff then.
Okay.
If you could live as one of your as a cosplay character, which one would you want to live as? Because I'm sure there's a lot that you've done in the past. You'd be like, oh, you know what? This would be a cool character to be.
The problem is, most of the cosplay characters that I cosplay as, I wouldn't want to live their life. My 2 recent cosplay characters that I made for myself is Alice from Alice Madness Returns.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and Saber from Fate Stay Night. I don't think I'd want to be a person that's battling evil like constantly, and
I mean, fair point.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Definitely a fair
I'm
point.
I'm a big fan of scary movies and vampires and all that stuff. So that's usually what I cosplay as. Like, I have Toru, obviously, from Toru.
Okay.
I actually have her whole costume. These are just the ears from it. I made her. I bleached. I was Matsumoto from Bleach. Booby girl. So I cosplay as her. She's actually what is on most of my my cards and my stuff. So if you see me as Matsumoto, that's why. My favorite genre is vampires. So
Of course, nothing wrong with
And you
vampires.
probably wouldn't want to live as an actual vampire.
Only if I could be as sexy as them. I mean, I would totally.
Not a Twilight
If
vampire?
I could have that like sexy body and that like way of just like making people like love me. But then again, my favorite vampire is Alucard. So I mean,
Yo, let's go.
I actually made his hat, Alucard's hat.
Mine is Morbius before the movie came out.
Right.
Morbius.
Yeah, I used to love Morbius as a kid.
Yeah, you can't see it over here on my wall, but I have Helsing. I have
Oh, cool.
somebody who created. Let me see if I can get it to go. Somebody who created My Little Pony Helsing.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So yes, I have My Little Helsing up there. I like mascots.
See, for
And
me,
then- Vampire
it's
Knights, of course.
Black Blood Brothers.
Black Blood. Oh God, love it.
Okay.
One of my favorites.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes. I love those kinds. Of course, Castlevania.
Of course.
The cartoon was a little smutty, but you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of smut.
No.
Ain't
it's just
nothing
like,
wrong with a
oh,
little bit of smut.
Well then. And again, last night my husband was watching Food Wars. I'm just sitting over here like,
Yeah.
can you watch porn? I mean, porn.
Yeah,
At
Yeti
least, like,
showed me
what
that.
the-
He's like, I know a food related anime you might like. I'm like, okay. And he showed me
God.
that. I'm like, what the fuck is this, Yeti?
Oh, good.
Like,
These are
grief.
his
I'm
Food
looking at
Wars.
going, why are they getting so excited over food? It's just food.
Like, I've been excited over food. I've never been like, I'm gonna cream my jeans excited over food.
Right? Like, I've never been so excited over food where I'm like, yes,
I've never been a 90s Pepsi commercial excited.
no. And then like their excitement over like, oh my god, he made this thing with all these different ingredients, and now it's and I'm just like, okay, tone it down, just a little less excitement, please. It's ingredients, people. It's duck. It's not that exciting.
Exactly.
Like, oh my god, he used this bag of chips that are squid chips to fry the thing, and I'm just like. Have you
The
not been
commentary
poor?
is so serious.
Yeah, I'm like, have you guys never been poor in your life and you use like Doritos to
If you
cover
if you want
chicken?
food as porn, just have Food Network on at all times.
Yeah.
Right?
No
And
comment.
have Alton Smith say all the things to you.
You mean Alton Brown?
Yeah, Alton Brown.
Oh,
That's
God.
it. Yeah.
Just say
Alton Brown is hilarious. I love him.
He's great though. He
Cutthroat
loves-
Kitchen. Favorite.
Yeah.
I can't stand that. Oh my god, I cannot stand Cutthroat
It's
Kitchen.
so dumb.
It's not that. I just don't like. So
Uh,
as a child, I grew up with a brother who was extremely competitive,
Oh,
and I have
okay.
PTSD on competitiveness. So
Okay.
anytime something pops up that's like a competitive thing, it just pisses me off, and I hate it, and I'm just like, I can't. When I see these like Cutthroat Kitchens and these like, you know, food war things, like where they're like, oh, we have to compete, or like Forged in Fire, I have to compete to make sure that I'm the best.
Our
fighter.
livelihoods are on the line for this.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why don't you guys just make pretty shit? Like,
Why
God,
you
why do
guys
you guys
make
have
good
to show?
shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I've only got 2 hours to make this one thing, and I'm just like,
At least the cake makers, like, they're on there because they want to get noticed. All these chefs are already established chefs.
oh man.
See now.
I used to watch the shit out of Cake Boss.
See,
Ugh.
oh my god. See now, one of the shows I've been watching recently is Domino Wars.
Domino Wars?
So, like, Domino's competing against each other.
It's
That sounds like fun.
it is literally like people who do dominoes and, you know, like different designs and stuff.
That would be beautiful, though.
It
in my
is
opinion.
it is so
so
amazing.
satisfying watching that.
Okay.
I have so many saved domino videos on YouTube. I literally will just sit there for hours just watching dominoes be set up and knocked
therapeutic.
over.
It's therapeutic.
It is,
Like, it's
especially
so
the
calming.
giant spirals.
Oh God, yes. I've watched a couple of those videos and I'm like so mesmerized by it. It's like it's so beautiful. But when you've got like people that are like, you know, if I win this $15,000, I can start my own business, and I'm just like,
But see, yeah, no, see,
Get alone. Relax.
that is what I like about the Domino Wars. Like, yes, they're competing against each other, but at the same time, like if one of the other teams has a accidental topple where the dominoes just falls and a line goes down, like the other teams are like, oh my god, I hope that they can recover. And
Yeah, because chances are they don't make money off doing it.
No, there's like recognition prizes and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that, but
Yeah.
not as like.
and not to
as
mention
You're not doing
world
it actively
records.
as you can. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why I hated Cutthroat Kitchen because, all right, you're already competing against each other to try to win this prize.
Why do you
now
gotta be a
you're
dick
giving
about
money
it?
away.
Why do you
Yeah,
gotta be
now
a
you're
dick
giving
about
this
it?
money away to sabotage other people so that you can win. I hate sabotage.
And you're
so
spending
bad.
you're spending your prize money that you could win on it, so that the
Erica,
show
Exactly.
doesn't spend
if
much
you
money
have
on you.
if you have Hulu, you should check out Domino Wars. Because some
I
of the
have Hulu.
you should check out Domino Wars.
I will totally check out Domino Wars because that would be. There's one show that I really like that's like a bakery one, where it's like they make like shitty cakes. They look so crappy,
Yes.
but it's like good enough.
Wait, Mike, there's a show about you?
Yeah, man. There's plenty out there.
And like it's
They're on
literally
Netflix.
like they're not competing to like make these grandiose, amazing.
They're
beautiful
trying to
cakes.
copy and recreate a good cake.
Yeah. And it's like
so
it's just like
funny.
doesn't matter. It's like it's so fucked up. These cakes look so shitty, but they're so funny.
It's like if I
And
put Yeti and Nebby together on a cake front, copy me.
Eh,
Yeah.
that'd be
Like,
funny.
and it's a good show. I can't remember the name of it, but
So-
it's like
I think it's called Nailed It.
Nailed It. Yes, that's it.
Hey,
Nailed it.
Mike,
It's like good
Yeah.
enough or something like that. Yes, nailed it.
There you go,
And
Mike.
it's so
There's
good.
a stream episode for you once you get in the same house.
Yeah. Have Nebby and Yeti bake with me and
Yeah.
see if they can beat me.
Or better yet, you just sit to the side and like give them the instructions and tell them
Yeah,
That
I'll-
would be interesting.
Robo Chef.
And then like instead of giving them like you need 2 teaspoons of this, you'd be like, yeah, just give it about a pinch of this, a splash of that.
Yeah. They could.
That's how my grandma taught us to cook growing up. There was when people asked me, well, how do you make this? I don't know. I just threw in like
Yeah,
2
'cause
pinches of this thing
it's
and
what
a dash
feels
of that.
right.
Like you just pour it for like 2 minutes.
People hate
No,
baking because it's so precise. You
Yeah.
can't just like put a
Yeah.
pinch in and hope for the best. Like you have to have it precise or it won't come out.
Exactly. So I look at like I'm the type, and this is ADHD popping in for me cooking wise. I will throw away the box and then get the box out like 5 times because I forget what the recipe is.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Like, imagine in in the old times in like old France and Italy where like these old nonas and mamers not using a recipe, they just memorize it by feel.
Dude.
And they just throw it in.
I remember watching my grandmother cook, like, and make fresh pasta and whatnot. It was like
But it's exactly the same. She does it every time, so she knows.
it's all muscle memory. Like,
Yeah, it's all memory.
That's how my grandma taught me to make these, and they're amazing. They're like a cream cheese popper, but it's cream cheese, onions, and eggs. And she mixes it all
Interesting.
together, and
I'm not
bake it,
drooling.
and
You're
it's so
drooling.
good. And
That's-
so like you would take like the croissant dough, but she wouldn't buy the croissant dough. She'd make the croissant dough, and I'm over here like, man, I can't make.
So
croissant dough?
buttery too.
Yeah, like I can't make the croissant dough because she'd be like, all right, so you pour this flour in with this cup that I've had
My
for 10
arteries are
years. It
clogging
doesn't have any
thinking about it.
measuring.
Right? I think
And then you
my
start
diabetes
tossing
just
stuff
spiked.
And so I would go and buy croissant biscuits.
Like
Like
the Pillsbury tube ones.
Yeah, and I'd be like, I can do it. This is good enough. And it never tasted right because, of course, I don't know how
This
to
is
make
not homemade
croquet,
croissants.
right? So it's like I'd make them and I'd be folding it all up and I'd cook it and people would be like, oh yeah, this tastes really good. And I'm like, it's not right. It's not right. There's something missing. And she'd be like, oh, you need a dash of this. And I'm just like,
That's
a dash. What's a dash? How much is a dash? Is that like palm of dash? Is that like a handful? Is that like you just grab it with 2 fingers, 3 fingers? Like how much is a dash?
see.
How much is a dash?
See, when my grandmother passed, my cousin inherited, basically all the recipes that were written down. How do you think they were written down? Other than in Italian. But
written
yeah,
written in sauce.
pinch of this, a little of that.
Don't worry, it's not written in blood. That's just tomato sauce.
Right?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
just dip the pen right in there.
scribbled down and just tomato sauce.
Yep. Let's go.
One of
It
those
was.
feather pens.
I think I learned a lot from you today, Erica. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I
I
never
will
knew how
say
any of this stuff
takeaway.
works, so.
Oh man.
I will say takeaway. It is an investment. It's a
Sounds
lot
like you need
more.
thousands of dollars to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot more invested than you think. You can start with just a basic sewing machine and a piece of fabric, and you'll get yourself going. But if you want to do it as a business, you will end up as bad as me with my chaos of fabrics and machines everywhere and no room to put anything else. Printer that doesn't work because I broke it.
Well, it seems like you're still doing pretty well for yourself though, because you don't seem to run out of people to work with.
No, I don't seem to be running out yet of people.
Well, hopefully we can help you get some more, especially out in the U.S. where you
Yeah.
are. It's
You
easier.
You see that? You hear it?
There you go.
Mhm.
You hear it? It's moving on its own. I'm not touching anything. Like you see, it's turning on. It's like doing that. Like
I'm
it's
afraid.
turning
I'm
up.
afraid if we leave her alone, she might end up disappearing.
This house, man. I'll
Turning
tell you
into
what.
a-
I will lose shit. Like I will set something down over here, and then it will be like halfway across the room, and I'm just
Yes.
like, where did it go?
Sounds like a simple poltergeist.
It's crazy.
Next year we'll have a movie preview, The Maker, and it's like all the scenes of like her room shaking on her.
Right? I'm just like, okay, I'm not like you can see my hand was on my phone like this. I was over here, and it's just like, like what the hell was that?
Poltergeist, the new fear.
Oh man.
When your sewing machine's haunted.
Like, okay, like, good, behave, jeez. Christ.
So who was the person you had online that Deb and I can go to after we're done?
Oh, let me see if they're still playing.
Okay.
I mean, Mike, we don't need to do a full 2-hour episode.
No, we could wrap it up here
Yeah.
actually, because I could
Okay.
finish some stuff while I'm doing it.
Yeah,
And we'll let her get back to her big projects because I'm interested in seeing how they turn out.
exactly.
So, the person that I would like to raid. Just
As I
because
say,
it's
I sent you a DM on Discord. If you want to just send me their
Drop
name.
it in there, or...
There it is. Okay. It is Gigabeast _ Just because I love him.
Just because you love them.
Just because I love him.
Why not?
He's
So-
a sweetheart. His name is Ladriel.
Nice.
And he is playing, I believe, Zelda?
Perfect. It's funny because like today, Zelda Ocarina of Time was inducted into the Hall of Fame today. There you go.
Was it really?
He is playing Majora's Mask, actually.
Yes,
Still
it
good.
is.
Still good.
Yes, Gigabeast _ I don't know
Yep,
what the underscore
I've
is
already,
for.
Oh, I think I've been there. Okay. Yeah.
Gigabeast, he's a sweetheart. He's a friend of mine. I always pop in and just chill with him. He's trying to get back into doing this, so he doesn't have a huge following of people yet to get it. So I always try to get my friends who have little small
That's
things.
great. That's great.
I was gonna say, well, he's about to have a raid here in a minute.
Hit me with a lightning tail.
You know,
And
pop
it was a
into-
pleasure having you on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because if I pop in here when it raids, it says who you are, and I can follow you.
Well,
Instead
I
of doing
mean,
it the way you're supposed to do
I
it,
mean,
but-
I did send you a link to the channel. Just saying.
You did? I didn't get that.
That's how the message started. That's what you just start.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, so it's just like my Discord. I will tell you this right now. My Discord does not, in any way, shape, or form, inform me of anything. It stopped notifying me on half this shit. It just now popped up saying that somebody sent me a friend request, and I was like, wait, what?
Well, I kind of just hit the button to do that, so.
Right? And I'm just like, but it didn't send me your message. That you sent a message, and I was just like, I had to go into my Discord, go to my messages, and then it popped up, and I'm just
Real
like,
interesting.
Huh.
All right.
it doesn't tell me that somebody messages me on Discord or anything. So I'm like, Discord.
Well then,
Stop.
any final words, Erica?
support your local artists.
That's
Yeah.
broke.
definitely
Yeah.
definitely a good message.
It's like, please
Definitely
support
go
your
message
local
Erica.
artists.
I'm glad I found you through Space and Sally.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And always keep trying. Never stop. Even if you think that you're never gonna make it, you're gonna make it.
Oh, why do you think I keep streaming?
Yeah, that's great.
Streaming, yes.
That's awesome.
Do what you have fun doing.
Yes.
Mike, final thoughts?
Just one I got actually from playing Miles Morales last
Hey,
night.
look, Erica,
be great,
thank you for
be
the
yourself.
follow.
Be great, be yourself.
Hey, look, I found you.
And don't worry what anyone thinks of you. You know, you're your own worst critic a lot of
Yep.
times.
Damn straight.
If I worried about what people thought of me, I would never be on here.
Oh,
Exactly.
trust me, when it comes to my writing, like, I will write something and then I pretty much never look at it again.
And I'll be on tonight as well doing some more Batman.
Yes.
Because people like me doing Batman apparently. So.
Commentary.
Mike, you are a mod in my chat now, so if you want to
Okay.
give yourself a shout out and give Erica one last shout out.
Okay.
But
You can come join me on stream. I'll be streaming at 6,
yep.
making that.
What clip did it
The
just pull
chaos
for
room.
Mike?
I'm curious
Like
now.
in the
Is-
chaos
It was a
room
short
here,
one.
I'll
It was a short one.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay.
But
This is some bat bullshit.
all right. So
I don't think I spelled this right. We'll find out. No, I don't think. I did. Okay, we're good.
I was like, wait, that looks like my name.
I
So-
think I did. We're good.
make sure you go give Erica a follow. Send her some love, support.
And if you really need a costume, make sure it's not 2 weeks ahead of time.
I was about to
Okay.
say that.
Right now, I am booked up
There you go.
for
Oh.
at least a couple more months.
Oh.
I have
Okay.
FestivalCon in June that I'm going to, and I'm gonna have a booth there, so I'm selling my wares.
There is
So I'm just
TwitchCon
making
coming
a
up
bunch
too.
of ears
Does it-
and a bunch of ears, tails, and purses.
So if you're looking for something for maybe TwitchCon in the fall, there you go.
So, you mentioned ears again.
God damn it, Dem. We're ending and you're back on the ears.
Look, dude. If you had seen the ears, like, my God,
They were pretty sexy.
they were.
They were pretty
Oh, like, dude, I
All right,
wanted to
Deb, go
touch.
ahead.
I wanted to touch those ears. Okay, man.
Yes.
Like,
So
They said
whenever
I'm
you have
making-
time, Dev wants ears from you.
These
Yes.
are bear ears, so these will be bear ears that you can stick on your head.
yeah.
They were ears that were really long and went down like this, and you could bend them up into
Yeah.
the back and the front, and it was just so pretty.
And then of course she showed
I'm
us the
making more.
faceless mannequin, which was creepy but cool.
I also have just the heads.
Well, that's certainly one way to get ahead in the business.
Yeah. And she has a sister now.
Ah. Well, two heads are better than one.
Yes. these are my heads. This is the bigger head and the smaller head. So.
All right.
I wonder why our house is haunted. All right, let's go.
Okay, so we are gonna go raid Gigabeast. Make sure you stick around. The target is in-network raids. Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can raid him.
Why not?
Hold on. Let me see if I do that.
Dev's have a couple.
No. The target channel only allows in-network raids.
What does that mean?
It's one of the new things that Twitch has implemented to try and stop with the hate raids and such.
Oh, that's.
So let me drop him a follow
Let's
and
see if that
Sending
works.
her a message.
try
She'll
this.
probably be like, what?
Yeah, no, I can't. I cannot raid him.
All right, well, we'll figure that out some other time.
God da-
Maybe we'll.
Pen, why are you
find someone
shouting me out? Why are you
You're
shouting?
already here.
You know what, Penn? Penn has spent this week doing a charity stream.
That's right.
And she is, I believe, at like 9 hours left at the moment, unless, people go and sub and follow and give her bits and
Sounds
all
like I
that
have
good
to
stuff.
pop in. I haven't popped in a while. I should
Yeah.
Sally did that yesterday or something like that. She was on like a subathon. and
Yes,
she was like,
Sally
"These
did her
days I will
subathon.
have a subathon."
Sally did her subathon on the 3rd.
I was like, if I actually had enough people, I would do a subathon.
I think
I would have 3 to 5 people that watch my
I think Yeti, Nebby, and I will try to do like one big one. We live together.
Yeah.
Through Yeti stream.
Well, if I can get to 200 followers, which currently right now, where am I at? My channel is, I'm at 141. If I can get to 200 followers, I'm doing a full cosplay stream where I'm actually in full costume.
Nice. Okay. All right.
That's my goal. I'm at 141 right now, so if I can get to 200 followers,
But yeah,
I'm dressing up as Saber from Fate Stay Night.
I guess we can go to Devil. I guess go bug her.
Gaming Devil's on. I have her on my thing.
See, Eric remembered to follow Gaming Devil.
I know, right? Like what? Wow.
Here's somebody. I guess that I can shout out to another crafter if you can't do.
Okay, sure.
I don't. Yeah.
Mira Scarlet, MIRASCARLET.
Go ahead and send me the name. Like it's so much easier.
You'll have to send it to him.
Copy paste is easier for me. Thank you.
There you go. Mira Scarlet. She's a cosplayer like me. She makes her own costumes.
And they are live right now. So we'll.
Live. And I have a girl crush. She's so gorgeous.
Oh, hello. Yes.
All right, Deb. Let's just go
Oh.
there now.
Hold on,
So pretty.
Let's say I gotta get there first so that it's up, so that I can, so I'm not I think. Shut up, Mike.
Thanks for coming on, everyone. Have a good time. Make sure
Thanks
you.
for having me
So,
on.
Make sure to follow Erica.
I don't remember my outro.
She might not follow you though.
I don't remember my outro.
Be happy, be healthy if you can. Stay high.
Yeah, what he said. Stick around for the raid. Go show Scarlett some love, support. Drop her a follow.
Oh, that's the clip of me crying that the Leafs lost again.
So your everyday life.
Yeah, I simmed the playoffs and they still lost in Game 7.
But anyways, I'm not sure when my next stream is. I think this week has been hectic. I was supposed to have an endoscopy the other day, but apparently I may or may not have something wrong with my heart.
Oh no.
And I also found out that apparently when I was young, I may or may not have had a hole in my left ventricle. So, yeah. I have a cardiologist appointment on my birthday. Anyways.
Bye. Have a good time.
Bye. Have a good time. Bye. Have a good time.